It's been a while since I've done one of these kinds of videos. I'm on Family Watch, by the way. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I really don't give a fuck what they want to do for fun. I don't. I'm not. I'm spending my fucking Easter by myself. I don't want to deal with anybody. I don't want to be. The problem with family members is that they're not going to change their ways, and they're not going to apologize. There's always going to be these heated arguments. Okay, much like the heated arguments between Elvis Presley and the Colonel, right? And then, oh, everything's fine now, everything's great. Like, no, like that's not how we're doing that. Okay, so a lot of these family dinners are rather pointless, aren't they? What's the point? But my mom wants to see me again after 5 months. It's like, wasn't 5 months? Isn't that like, can we just wait till Christmas? How about once a year? That's how it is, because that's how it is, because that's how it is. I don't see the point. It's tough. When you cannot be yourself around the people around you, what's the point? So there's that to think about. That's happening Saturday. Um, I just people are delusional. I remember one time we were going. I think this was 2010, 2011. We went to a steakhouse, and uh, my mom insisted we all go to the family dinner. Now I wasn't. I already butted heads with my oldest sister at that time, and I already lived in the second house that I grew up from 2010 to 2024. And I can remember my mom sitting in the driver's seat, okay, and just like this. I'm like, this is your fucking idea. You wanted to do this. I just wanted to stay home, okay. So when people have delusions of grandeur, or it's like Kamala Harris saying nasty shit and drunk off her ass, and then they say, "Oh, hi everybody, isn't it a great time to do things?" I'm like, "No, you were a bitch last night. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't want to see you." That's how it is. Kamala Harris kind of represents what part of my family is about. Anyway, so the Mario Kart World Direct is tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be playing Mario Kart Home Circuit or Sonic Racing or whatever. I'm going to just watch it. I might do a video on it. It's only 16 fucking minutes, isn't it? I'm settled into my, like, I don't really need new consoles. I was playing last night Donkey Kong 64 on the Wii U, and I was playing the Donkey Kong 64 board game. If you don't know what that is, it uses some of the toy puzzles here, some of these gravity maze, roller coaster maze, laser maze, all these things here. So all these here, and then I use the Donkey Kong figures, some of the figures here. I use these, whatever I use. Playing cards as well. This is one of the props I used, so I can show you. It's a little question block. It holds one of the Kongs captive, you know. So I was playing both the board game and the video game, and I'm gonna play a little bit of Lego Worlds. See if I can get into that again or not. I was playing Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U. Um, I'll talk a little bit about the dual screen. Since I don't have too many fond memories of the Wii U, I do have memories of the Wii U from when I bought it last. But I don't really care about getting the latest console or anything. I'm in my late 40s. I just don't give a shit. Vinny Vinesauce could not give a shit, but he does it because he has the money, and somebody would get it for him if he couldn't get it. If he couldn't get it on time, somebody will buy it for him and send it to him. Okay, nobody will do that for me, but somebody would do that for him. Okay, but he can play so many chocolate video games. I guess if it's not vanilla, it's chocolate, right? So many modded Mario 64 games, so many modded Star Fox games, so many modded games that are out there that Nintendo don't like. He can play those forever until he decides to get a Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. So that's how it is for him. I just don't care. And you all don't care either. I know, because you don't. The only thing I'm saving for is Metroid Prime 4 for the Switch 1. Not Star Overdrive. Uh, what is it? Shadow Labyrinth. And then the last one will be, that's it. Just those two games. I'm going to close out my video game playing with that. because I know most of you don't pay attention to that anyway. And I've just been watching old TV shows about video, like GamePro TV or Video Power, or some of the Saturday Morning Supercade, or um, just some of the old Vine Sauce in reference to the Wii U and Classic Game Room. Just old stuff and new stuff. And I'm just looking back at how far along the road we've come since the Atari and the Intellivision. We've come a long way. Um, that's why when I'm looking at this stuff, Nintendo should have been transparent about the price. They should have been transparent about things. They should have offered lost leaders. They should have done anything they could to keep their fan base. Um, what doing? I mean, obviously E3 is dead, and public presentations are not done anymore in favor of directs. But do you think public presentation still matters, especially when it comes to a new console? And that's the thing too, because Nintendo did a Switch 1 presentation, opened about the price, no region locks. If they had done a live presentation, just like the old days, in front of like hundreds of people, right? Just like in the old days, somebody would have said, could you please tell the price? You know, that would have gone badly for them. They would have to talk about the price. Well, they would say, price coming up next week. Like, wait a minute, next week? But you divulged the price before. So with Mario Kart, I don't know what details are going to offer, except, what is it going to be about online? What are your online privileges? And it would kind of seem lame if you have 24 players, but you can only talk to 3 other players. So I'll have to see how that looks. I'm mildly interested in this stuff because Nintendo is a part of my life in some way. I mean, like, besides the Joy-Cons drifting, the sound, when I tune it up, would just lose the sound. So it would sound like this, right? Because, I don't know, I bought that Nintendo Switch, October 2017, and it would sound like this. And that's so good as the sound is. So I have to adjust the sound ever so slightly. So it's like, if I adjust it all the way up, then the sound, it's quiet. But then it kind of sounds like this. So I have to use headphones, or I dock it and I can hear it on a TV. That's how fucked up it is. So they created new Joy-Cons from scratch so that they wouldn't be drift. But there'll always be some problem. Magnets cause problems. People talk about the Steam Deck, but the Steam Deck is crucial now. It wasn't always crucial then. Remember, those Steam machines broke down. They weren't great. And that's where I'm at. I'm kind of changing direction on things, but still staying the course on other things in my life. And that's about it. Still doing Buck Rogers. The new Buck Rogers is up. I have plans, kind of like Zack Snyder would have plans when he worked at Warner Brothers. And I'm hoping you're all on board for that as far as Buck Rogers and other things go. I created my own characters for years, and that didn't make an impact. So now I'm just playing with other people's characters. So we'll see how it goes. We have other IP characters to go through and see how that pans out or not. But until then, this video will end in 3, 2...